All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons. Matt Bryant of the Falcons set and ready to kick it off, and we are underway from Atlanta. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that from the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Magoo. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to get him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Throwing here, Magoo. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling. Hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left. Contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They'll run here with Freeman. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones. For the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action here on 1st down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Deion Jones in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the 1st down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking 1st down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a 1st down.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Magoo back to throw. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. McKinnon here, it's complete. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And Freeman lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Detroit! Detroit!
To throw is Magoo. And he's got a man, Calvin Woodley. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll go with the keeper. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Alex Magoo with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Wilson now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. On the right side, caught by Green. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On first down, Wilson. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Now he's flushed out right. And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Carson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. And able to find Green. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
14.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Tempo, tempo. Got it. Tight. 380.
Now Wilson to throw on 3rd down. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
To throw now in his own end zone. Incomplete.
We got to worry about a grounding call when you're throwing from back there. No flag on that play, but maybe, possibly.
Well, that's one that we have certainly seen called before.
Yeah, I think what you have to be cognizant of is where he is on the field. Is he in the pocket or out of the pocket about whether or not that flag will be pulled.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. A first half update now from Philadelphia. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Green with a catch left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 7 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. And he's got Lockett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Let's go get it right here. Come on.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Grady Jarrett able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success, did you score touchdowns on those drives? That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Magoo. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Here's Magoo looking to throw it. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw now on 2nd and 10. Left side completion to Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Looking deep for Julio. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
Now Magoo. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Wilson. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And give him a gain of 37. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a 1st down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. He gets it to Humphries. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Deion Jones in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Wilson to throw. It's caught. Lockett. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he would.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Magoo back to throw. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that is incomplete. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
19.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphries. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Here's Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. To throw again is Wilson. And he rifles one incomplete. T.J. Yeldon, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wilson will throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Detroit, Detroit.
To throw is Magoo. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Detroit, Detroit.
Throwing here, Magoo. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a 1st down here. Flushed out right. He finds an opening past the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he's got this down to the 35. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
When you spend your 1st-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man.
Detroit! All right, now, look at 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. And now a long one for Matt Bryant. He's hit from 62 in his career, but that was all the way back in 2006. This will be from 56 yards out.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 46. From the gun, it's Wilson. It's caught. Humphreys. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches say,
got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. And even 40 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. To throw is Wilson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down, here's Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Here's the sneak with Wilson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson taking it in, and the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. This time Wilson will throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And here now come the Falcons. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Magoo steps away to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Here's Magoo looking to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit. Check. Lucky.
Now Magoo. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Hey. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun. Hot.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Frank Clark. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
Back to throw here. The left side completion to Jones. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. In this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
Feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Magoo back to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd. See if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
He'll look to throw. Green's got it over the middle. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Back to throw. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And down he'll go at the 25. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a defensive player.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 42, but he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Lineman will take